Hello friends, I Prabha Sharma welcome you to the last lectures interest on drawing how to calculate now is going to be continued now. Last time I told you the concept of interest on drawing as well as the methods of the interest on drawing, like number one simple method how to use, and the number two is the product method how to use and the formulas related with them. Now again the next content of the interest on drawing is related with the how to calculate interest on drawing on the monthly basis. Now first, you may understand that both methods can be applied here. But this is the one shortcut method and the simple method and taking the less time to calculate the interest on drawing. Otherwise, the product method can be used here. So listen again, the cases related with the interest on drawing on the monthly basis. But before to start the monthly basis, there is a need to take 1 year. I'm taking here the 1st January to 31st December. So that means the calendar years I'm consisting here for the 12 months period. It may be the financial year. So according to the question, first of all, we have to check when the accounts are closing. Here I am taking 31st December. So the first of all, from starting of the January to the 31st December. So the question is leading here. The cases is if the drawing is done by any partners in the beginning of every month. When I'm talking about the beginning of every month, it means I'm talking about the 1st January, 1st February, 1st March until the 1st December. It means we have every month of the first date will be considered as the interest on drawing with the equal amount. Say 500 is withdrawn, so every month the 500 is withdrawn. But the second case is reference the when the drawing is to make at the end of every month. When I'm talking about the end of the every month, and we have taken like the January to 31st December. So the 1st January, the last date is the 31st January. So the last day of the every month will be considered as the drawing period. So the 31st January, 28th or the 29th February, then 31st March, and then December, a continuity may, then the December will be considered as 31st December. Now the move towards when it is the middle day of the every month from the January 1 to the 31st. The 31st January, the middle day is 15th of January. So every 15th date of the every month is to be considered as a time period. So the 15th of January, 15th of February, 15th of March, and until December, the 15th of December will be considered the time period. So every month is to be taken. So three dates will come in front of you. 1st January, like the last date, what is referring to the 31st January, and then middle is to be considered with the 15th of January, for example. So this is a time period is given. The three cases are here. For the every month, we can take like beginning and or the middle day of the every month. And now you may observe here the time period is needed to be calculated for the simple method. The simple method is referring to use the actual amount withdrawn. When I am talking to the actual amount withdrawn, it means the like the January 500 is withdrawn and the February 500. It means the all the 12 months the money has been withdrawn. So the 500 multiplied by the 12 means 6,000 for the year the actual amount is withdrawn. So you may have to use the simple formula. The formula is the amount of drawing is to be calculated. So actual amount in the all the cases, in all three cases, 500 if I am taking the example, then multiply by the 12 months, the result will remain in the all the cases 6,000. Then rate will be applied which given in the normally in the questions. But the time period which you have to calculate now, so I'm making the focus how to calculate the time period. So the average period you may have to see like first installment like January is there and then last is December is there. So first month you have to take the time period and the last month you have to take the time period and make the sum up of the both and divided by the 2. It means the average period will come in front of you. Then that time period will be applied to calculate the interest on drawing with the simple method. This is also you may say the shortcut or the alternate methods. So you may say in the first case like the beginning of the every month and the 1st January is there to the 31st December consists with 12-month period. And the last month is the 1st December. For 1st December to the 31st December consists with only the 1 month. So you may take the first interval and the last interval time period and divide it by the 2. Then months is consists with 6.5 months, means 6.5 months. It will be applied as a time period for the beginning of the every month. So you need to understand the time period because this is the your calculations which will be applied on the actual amount withdrawn. In the same manner, you may see at the end of every month. At the end of means 31st January is there. The 31st to 31st December consists with 11 months. And the next one is when 31st December is there, last month is there, then result is 0. So calculate the average will be the 5.5 months. In the same manner, the drawing of the middle of the every month is to be calculated. When it is middle, that means the 15th of January. When 15th of January to 31st December, then time period will be 11.5. And now the last month is 15th of December, then the half month is there. So calculate the average and the consists with 6 months. So in the same formula you can apply when the regular interval is there, time period is there and the same amount is there. So on that basis the first and the last month time period can be used for calculating the average period and this time period can be applied for the calculating the interest on drawing with the simple method or the shortcut method and time saving method. But you may observe here when I am talking, you may learn here that at the beginning of the every month, 6.5 month means the 6.5 month will be applied, or at the end of every month, 5.5 months will be applied, or at the end of the average of the first two method will be applied called as 6 month. So now the formula you may observe here, this is the simple formula. First of all, the amount of drawing will be calculated. The amount of drawing will be calculated actual amount withdrawn every month multiplied by the 12 months period in all the three cases. And then rate will be applied, which is then normally given when the amount is withdrawn. And then the time will be calculated according to the formulas. So this helps you to calculate time saving method. But in the same manner, if anybody wants to use the product method, like I'm giving the one example here, the product method has the universal applications. Anywhere you may apply. So the product method means sum of product is needs to be calculated and then the formula can be applied. But in the simple method, actual amount of withdrawn is needed. Sum of product is not needed. Like I'm taking the one example here, like beginning of the every month. When 1 January is there, amount is 500. When 1 February is there, amount is again 500. So every month you have to take the 5 till the 1st December. And then come to the time period from 1st January to the December consisting with 12 months. Then 1st Feb to December 11 month and the last one 1st December to 31st 1 month. So according to the time period will be set and then the product will be calculated and then the sum of product is to be needed to take and then only you can apply the product method. The answer from the both will remain same. So it means this is the scheme to calculate on the monthly basis. Now I am moving to the next related with the quarterly based. So the quarterly base when generally we have the 12 months and the one quarter is leading to the 1/4 means 3 months period. So like I have taken the 1st January to the 31st December, so it means when 12 months is to be divided by the 1/4, then 3 months period will be start from 1st January to the 31st March. So here you may observe when I am talking about the beginning of every quarter, it means I am talking about 1st January, 1st April, 1st July, 1st October. But when I am talking about the end of every month, it means the end of after the 3 months. 1st January to 31st March, that means the 31st March is the end period. And April to 30th June, that means the 30th June is the end period. And now the 1st July to the 30th September, then 30th September is the end period. And 1st October to the 31st December, means the 31st December is the end period. So it means the complete 3 months period will be taken and divided in 12 months into 4, then 3 month period start from the 1st January to 31st March, 1st April to the 30th June, and the 1st July to the 30th September, and 1st October to the 31st December. So these are the aspects gives you the knowledge about to the beginning end. And now come to the middle. When I am talking about the middle, It means the 3 months period is to be wave off the 1st January and the next half month. And then we will start the middle. So means first 1.5 month will be not to be considered as a part of. So the after that the 15th of February is the part of the middle of the every quarter, and then the next is April to 30th June. The 15th of May is the middle time period of next quarter, and the 1st July to the 30th September, 15th of August will be considered as the middle of this quarter, and the 1st October to the 31st December, the middle is 15th of November. It means the first 1.5 month will not be the part of. After that, it will be considered. So first of all, the student will try to understand 4 quarters are there. Then 4 quarters, only the 12 months period will be divided into the 4 parts, and the first date of the quarter is the beginning, last date of the quarter is the end, and the middle of the 1 quarter is to be considered as the middle after the 1.5 month leaving. So you may observe here again the dates. If I am taking the first beginning of the every month, when it is started from the 1st January, 1st April, 1st July, 1st October, according to the calendar year. So if the 1st January is there, time period is of 12 months, and the 1st April 9 months, and then the 1st July, then 6 months. So you may see here the last is the 1st October consists with 3 months. Every quarter is getting 3 months gap. So you may have to take the average period on the basis of the first time period of the first quarter and the last quarter. So the first quarter is 1st January consists with 12 months period, and the last is consist with your 3 months. So take the average 7.5. In the same manner, the other quarter, the first quarter difference and the last quarter difference is to be taken for calculating. So it may be start with the 9 months, and then the end one 31st will not consider as a time period. So the 4.5 months. And the last is related with the middle of the quarter. That means the start with from the 15th of Feb to the 31st December, 10.5. And the last is the 15th of November to the 31st December consists with only 1.5 months. So the average will be 6 months. So anywhere you may apply the average period if it is amount is equal, time period is equal. So here the time period of gap is 3 months. So the actual amount is withdrawn. Suppose 500, then multiply by the 4 quarters. Now it will not to be multiplied by the 12 months. Generally the students multiply here the 12 months. So you may focus on 4 quarter are there, then multiply by the 4 quarter. Then actual amount will come into the, then it will be applied to the amount of drawing as a formula. Then rate will be applied and time period according to the need will be calculated. Beginning 7.5, end of the quarter 4.5, and the middle of the quarter 6 months. Then the answer will come to you. And then the student can also apply the product method. It is a time consuming method also. Like the 1st January, beginning of the year, 12 months, then 9 months, then 6 months, and then 3 months can be applied, and the product methods can be used. In the same is the next in the end of the every quarter, 9 months, 6, then 3, then according to 0, this time period can be applied to calculate the sum of product, and then the average middle of then 10.5, and the everywhere you will see that 3 months gap will come, and the last one is the 1.5, and then according to the product method can be used. And the product method formula is sum of product is needed to calculate, rate will be applied, and the time period 1/12 will be applied. The answers from the both will remain same. Thank you.